It was an out-of-the-blue announcement of a game that we all knew was coming. Metroid Prime Remastered is now out on the Switch. Thank you, Nintendo, for that stealth drop announcement. That was very exciting, and thank you for the review code. I've been playing Metroid Prime Remastered obsessively since I got it onto my Switch. I streamed it immediately, and boy, is this game just a masterful recreation of a masterpiece experience, which I reviewed back in the day on our show when it hit the GameCube, and I loved it back then, but I don't even know if I was quite aware of how important the game was and would be. And I love the subsequent sequels. Metroid Prime 3 is incredible. I absolutely would have loved Nintendo to come back and say, yes, we've got the trilogy in the works, or here's 1, but 2 and 3 are coming. That would have been great. And we all know that the work continues on Metroid Prime 4. But what's really impressive about this game, which is so fun to play. They really nailed the controls. They really give you that sense of exploration and freedom and mystery and loneliness. It's wonderful. But what's cool is thanks to the success of Metroid Dread, which is exquisite, and thanks to the announcement of Game Boy Advance on Nintendo Switch Online, so you can play some classic Game Boy experiences and Game Boy Advance experiences. And they also dropped Metroid 2 for the Game Boy, and so now we have Metroid 1 for the NES, and Super Metroid for the Super NES, and Metroid 2 for the Game Boy. And something tells me that it won't be too long before we get Metroid Zero Mission and Metroid Fusion on the GBA platform on Nintendo Switch Online. So the Nintendo Switch is becoming this fantastic aggregator of all of these Metroid experiences. I would love to see Samus Returns from the 3DS on Nintendo Switch, and of course I'd like to see Metroid Prime 2 and 3 remastered to this quality, but it is amazing that we can dive into this luxurious experience all in widescreen. You've got Samus Aran's face lighting up the visor, you've got all these incredible visor effects, and you're scanning all of this cool, decrepit alien technology, all the Chozo stuff, and the space pirates that you have to battle, and all of these different creatures and Metroids that you have to encounter as you go into this game. The technology that you acquire that allows you to traverse into and past obstructions in areas that you think are inaccessible. That retraversal mechanic is just so profoundly realized in this game, and I just love the moodiness of it all as well. The music is amazing, all of the sound effects are incredible, the visual effects and details that happen as you're getting fired upon or you jump into the water. It's just a premium experience. It was on the GameCube, it definitely was when they brought all of these games out for the Wii, and then they allowed you to play them on the Wii U as well, but it's just incredible that now on Nintendo Switch you've got Metroid Prime in this state with this much care and attention to detail. You can carry it around and it's a portable experience, and it absolutely explodes off of the OLED screen, which is wonderful. The only thing that I noticed with this game, I played it on my OLED TV as well because it blows up beautifully. It's fantastic on the tiny screen of the Switch, but when you put it on your big screen television, if you've got an OLED or a really nice looking 4K display, it's gorgeous, but I had to boost the brightness, and there is no brightness that you can adjust within the game's options. I don't know if that will be patched in later, but I had to actually change the setting on my television, and I don't ever really have to do that with the games that I play because the blacks were a bit crushed when I was in interior areas, and part of that is the effect of the game to kind of cut you off from technology and to freak you out. I mean, it's such a great, all of the Metroid games do such an amazing job at making you feel vulnerable and alone, and you have to use your wits to get past every, freaky situation that you're into, or every boss that you have to fight, which are also super fun as well. Man, this is just a spectacular release. Really, really fun. It's one of the best Switch games you can get. It's one of the best games ever made, but the love and care and attention to detail that's put into this remaster, impeccable stuff. It's so incredible that this game is available on the Nintendo Switch. It's a 10 out of 10 experience, but yes, it is a 20-year-old game. It's just remastered in such a wonderful way. It's not a remake, it's a remaster. Everything is tuned, everything is meant to take full advantage of the hardware that's available to you on Nintendo Switch. It's exceptional. I can't think of anything that I would want changed here. The only thing that I want is more. I want 2 and 3, hopefully before we get 4, but it's going to be wild to have all of these Metroid experiences on this platform. I'm going to give Metroid Prime Remastered a full 10 out of 10. You want this game on this machine.